That said,
Oh, we are live.
We are now live, fellas. We are now live.
We're live now.
With
doing
our 1,000
Good
viewers, we
start,
probably
boys.
have it ready. I think we're just that.
Well-
shoot. All right. Well, welcome to the very first episode of the AMLoB.
He hasn't even posted the
podcast.
link yet, so you might have to say that again.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we're probably gonna have to welcome people again, but it is what it is.
How many viewers tonight, boys? 2, 3, just us. No one.
I'll go pull it up on my
Yeah,
computer,
I'm gonna
on-
pull it up. I'll pull it up on like the tab, and
so I can annoy the crap out of myself.
yeah, you just hear us all talking twice.
Yeah. Oh, so hey, Pook. So good news. I did another set, and I ended up pulling Jadeveon Cloudy. So I've got like 800K, and who knows? I might just buy Mike Vick while I'm at it.
The Combine Clowny?
Yeah,
God damn.
sold him for 450. On top of I should have about I got 741 right now. So
Yeah, I have 50K.
the smartest decision I made was selling Chris Johnson, honestly, since I have 99 LT.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
All right, posted it in the chat, and
Whose music is that?
I don't know. I was gonna say, Emma's been listening to music this whole time.
That's Emma's music? Oh, jeez. Emmons, has anyone ever told you your taste in music is something?
Wow, LJ actually gave me a compliment earlier today, so fuck you.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was dope. I was tuning in.
Jeez. Got like a 1,300 song playlist right here and getting no love for it. Fuck. I was gonna pull this up.
Yo, Pook, I'm debating though. Should I sell Odell and buy back Calvin, or should I just keep Odell, Cooks, and Michael Thomas as my top three?
Which Odell?
The combine
Over
Odell.
under 2 people.
Oh, the Combine.
Under.
I get to the Combine. Let me look at him.
He's got 95 speed, 96 catch, 99 spec, 90 catch in traffic, 94 route running, 94 elusiveness.
I do not want to go to work tomorrow.
That is completely understandable. I don't think I want to either.
The Brights
We
don't
got
have class
two people
for a very
watching,
long
fellas.
time, but
2 people watching.
well, I'm just
Block.
I'm about to click on the
So
link right now. So I'll
His
go on.
jumping and run block?
95 jumping. Ooh.
I wish we knew who was
75.
watching, so I can address them each like individually.
Oh
and then
no,
solve
we have
every one of them.
we have
I'm
3
trying to
viewers
hear
now.
you over Emmons and LJ.
Wow.
It's not working
What?
very well.
We're supposed to be talking about real shit here, boys.
Hey,
Okay.
we are.
Yeah,
I'm talking about
I'm
my mutt team. That's as real as it
Yes.
gets.
All right, so
I have an incoming phone call. Who the fuck is calling me? Chris, stop calling.
LJ out here trying to get this organized, and
all right,
right.
so
That sounds like an LJ problem.
welcome everybody to the inaugural AMLoB podcast. We got of course the commissions. We got Crips, we got Emmons, we got
Hello.
Vicious. Corey will join later. Myself as well, and then we have Poop as our first
Special
guest.
guest.
Welcome to the show, Poop.
I feel like Pook might be our only guest all year.
I feel like he's gonna be willing to be like in.
he's
every
1
single
for 1
though.
right now.
Yeah, he's probably gonna be. He's probably gonna be
Until
the.
we can convince someone else to get on, but I mean,
I think we can.
I don't
I don't think people actually understand that we were really going to do this.
But
It'll be more organized next time.
Yeah, but
Roger will get on. Yeah,
What's
But,
the
he'll yell at us about all of his suspensions for 45 minutes.
it probably will.
Maybe Mike would join.
what's our YouTube channel name?
That's a good question.
It's just AMLoB. It's just AMLoB. That's all it is.
Oh.
AMLoB.
YouTube's trying to take shots at us, boys. I typed in the AMLoB and it said, "Are you sure you didn't mean AMLOD?" Positive.
But yeah, so Yeah. Well,
Welcome.
I was gonna say, yeah, welcome. We are we got Pook on. Pook gonna talk about gonna get some of his expansive Madden knowledge because that he has a lot of that.
That is true.
Talk about his team a little bit, ask him some questions, just about just the direction the team's going, stuff that he get, how he feels about his team at the current moment, and where he thinks they can go, things like that. So,
how he feels about finally cracking #1 after 4.5 years.
Yeah, I was gonna say, after being number 9 all season last season.
I was in the top 5 once. I was in the top 5 that I traded Deshaun Watson and everything went downhill.
Thanks for that, by the way.
You're welcome, buddy.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if you saw.
I was bored.
I don't know if you saw the chat in my game against my game against Corey today, but Deshaun was on fire.
I honestly thought, so I didn't expect Dylan Tyler to be as bad as he was because using Mahomes and with the Chiefs was kind of fun with throw power, and he was really easy to build. And Dylan Tyler just kind of blows. So
yeah, you should definitely try to draft a quarterback. And there were a lot of quarterbacks.
I missed the draft though. Remember?
Yeah. You weren't doing anything. I didn't have my Xbox with me though.
You're not doing.
Well, yeah, but even if you were, I kind of have a feeling you might not have.
I'll just talk with Dylan Tyler, dude. He's my son.
you just wouldn't have had to re-sign him for a crap load of money because Roger was trying to get him.
Oh my god, dude! I completely forgot I signed him as an undrafted free agent, right? Along with my user that got the user linebacker I was using that got a ridiculous contract. I think Lights paid him, and I saw Roger trying to outbid me on my quarterback. I'm like, fuck, I give him money. He's so bad too. Well, he's all right now, but.
After he cheesed for McNabb to be what he was.
Oh my god. Fuck that.
Yeah.
All right.
Can we just really take a second though? That I made Corey quit at halftime earlier today. Like I get mad and what it was, but Corey quit at halftime.
Sad face.
So what was the score?
He's the last person I thought would ever quit at halftime. Like I'd sooner think like LJ, I would probably say you would probably quit at halftime before Corey would. And that's saying something because I don't think either one of you would ever quit before halftime. But.
Oh, no, I wouldn't. My thing is because I like even my game against Snippy this season, like I said, the game fucked me for like 3 quarters. Like, bruh, I think it was like 30. I think it was like 30-10. And then in the fourth quarter, I rip off 23 points and but he gets the field goal to win it.
Yeah. No, I mean I feel for him because he was the wrong end of everything.
Yeah, I was watching it and I was just like the one thing I really don't know. The one thing that got me the most was on that play where I threw to my third string running back Elijah Hood. The man's played like 2 snaps all year, and I tried to put Darren Woods in the game because he's a converted receiver. Yeah.
So I tried to put him in the game, and then Elijah Wood comes trotting out, and I said, well, okay, screw this. I was going to try and get the ball to Wood for the first down.
Yeah.
And then nobody was open, and then I just see Wood. I see Elijah just running, and I said, screw it. At worst, this is going to be a glorified punt.
Yeah.
And I throw, I tried to do the directional throw to go to the right, and it didn't just go a little bit to the right. I mean, it went 10 yards the other way from his user into the middle of nowhere where only he could, and I was just amazed.
Yeah, directional was pretty bad.
But I mean, my guy caught it, but that was the hilarious part. Was yeah. Well, okay, it was that. And then Denard Winston's catch, when I'm throwing it to my running back, and Deshaun overthrows him by 5 yards, and my tight end just kind of warps through his safety to catch it, and then his safety just falls to the ground, and so my tight end runs for another 15 yards.
Did you? I was just talking about this earlier, Crips, when you still had Bortles. The first game we played in like this year's AMLoB, where you threw like 8 picks or 7 picks with Bortles, and like all of them were his fault. Like you were just like throwing it, and he would overthrow the receiver like 20 yards.
I remember
there
that.
were so many turnovers in that game. Like you had like 4 touchdowns with Fournette. I had like 4 with Lamar Miller. The game was ridiculous.
Was that the very first game of the series, or was that my first game in year 2 when I actually started playing? Because I remember year 1.
Yeah, that was year 2. Because year one, the first game, I won with the D-Hop, like 80-yard bomb on that halfback wheel play.
Oh yes, I remember because I only played like 3 games the first year.
Yeah,
but Leonard Fournette was like about to like just set fire to everything.
Right.
He had like 600 yards in 3 games, won like Player of the Week twice, and then I didn't play another game the whole season.
Nice.
Pooh, where you at, man? We don't hear you.
42. I'm looking up some stuff.
He's getting prepared. We're just winging it for him, letting him get prepared. Do we even have? I'm one of the viewers. Oh, we still got 3. All right, so who else? Which? Like everybody in here right now, who's actually just clicked the link for a viewer? Did anybody, or am I the only one?
No, I
did.
Okay, so we got 2. So only one person that's not in here is watching. Okay.
Nice.
Dope. But yeah, like I don't know. I think my most magical performance that as season 3, even though I didn't make the playoffs, which sucks. Christian McCaffrey, that man, yo.
Man's always on the IR.
Well, that season he wasn't, and he went ham. Because I remember in S2 he had went in S2 he had like 500 yards in 2 games, and then he got hurt in the 3rd game, and then he was out for like the rest of the season. And then like the year after, then in S3 he went off for like 2,200.
We got Tampa Bay in here.
Hey, thanks for tuning in. So yeah, I don't know. I think that was my most magical moment. Of course, Leonard Fournette has been there too, man. And then you got Farley. The crazy thing, we made running tougher. And Poop was complaining about running backs winning the MVP award. And we made running tougher, and another running back won the MVP.
Right. I mean, I don't mind running that much. I don't really get run on, but
well, of course, because you got like 4 people with like 99 block shit. Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. But
we should talk about my man Shelton right here.
You can talk about any
I think he's the best player
3
in
of them.
D. He just shoved people.
But I know like Farley, that man went off.
He hasn't done anything this year. It's been a very slow start.
Well, that's because your team hasn't really played well to this point, though.
Injury, too.
Oh, Willis, I miss him so much.
Yeah. My bad for that.
No, you actually don't feel bad about that because.
Nah, my secondary is ridiculous, bro.
Yeah, you're really good.
All right, I'm back. My phone died.
Okay.
I was wondering, like, you just like turned into a little blue man. I was like, okay.
All right, I had to. Now my phone's charged.
You're a mess, dude. Your laptop's dying. Your phone's dying.
My laptop's dead. It's not dying. It's dead.
They come in 3s, dude. Are you next?
Hopefully my Xbox isn't next.
I was going to say, I hope not.
It's either you or your Xbox. So, I mean, you pick and choose.
Throw back the Red Ring of Death.
My Xbox could be my monitor. Could be. I mean, my TV is already kind of broken, but it's not the TV that's broken. It's like the TV stand.
Also, I knew the broadcast would be like pretty delayed, but like it is like super fucking delayed. Oh, we only have 2 viewers now, so.
Okay.
Wait, how delayed is it? How long ago did I just disconnect?
Like I don't think you've disconnected yet, to be honest.
Oh my lord.
Oh my goodness.
I was gone for a good 5 minutes.
Or
let me see.
never mind. I think we're good. You're back. I think.
Okay.
I don't know. I can't
It
tell. I
shouldn't
haven't
be
muted.
Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know,
It's-
something.
Oh no! Holy shit! Is it delayed, dude? I'm still talking about Blake Bortles throwing picks. Holy fuck!
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
All right, so they'll catch up later. They'll catch up on all this.
Okay. All right, so what did I miss? Where are we at?
This is going about the same as the draft one went. So,
Oh, wow, that's terrible. That's
but
terrible.
I mean, like we said though, next time, I mean, we're gonna have to get together and like really set up some segments because you can't really just come in here and fucking wing it. I mean, it can be entertaining and funny and shit for like 10 minutes, but I think the best way to do it would be to go 30-minute like episodes and like have like 4 segments, then kind of just do like something random at like the end of each show.
Yeah.
Because I feel like shooting for an hour right away is kind of tough.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree because we gotta kind of. I feel like we gotta
go
come
for
up
an
with
hour.
stuff.
I mean,
What the fuck?
Oh wait.
yeah, I might have to cut out early.
Oh.
Yeah, I was gonna say I doubt. Well, my thing
See, I
is
don't
it
think
was
this will
just
go
kind of
anywhere.
like figuring out.
Yeah, tonight's about figuring shit out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
about like how we're gonna do stuff.
Oh.
We got the stream up. Like, that's more than we can say for like,
Any
Right.
other episode so far?
Yeah, the draft podcast didn't go nearly as well.
Yeah,
as
that kind of just devolved to us all randomly
I feel like-
talking for a couple hours.
I'm trying to think of how often we do power rankings.
Every
every 4 weeks.
No, I know
every
that,
week.
but like I'm talking about like so it's like every.
typically
week
it's
4,
about
week 8, week 12, and then end of season.
yeah. I was gonna
every
say
like 8 days.
I was gonna say yeah. Typically it's about a
I
week.
wish it would just fall
week and a half.
perfectly to where like it'd be like Monday, and we could like literally like release them live.
I
Well,
think we
Yeah.
could.
I think
I
that
mean,
would
that'd be
dope.
cool. Yeah, I think it'd be cool. Yeah.
I think that'd be dope. So I mean, just kind of change it from doing it by quarter and just do like a weekly ranking.
Yeah, weekly weekly rankings. Just kind of say
Just
fuck
as
it.
of like however many games, they kind of just fluctuate.
Yeah.
How many
Like, we'll-
weeks, just depending
We'll
on
just
how
have to
many
make
we're
sure we
playing.
can all like get in onto the sheet Monday morning or like during the day, and then just put them in there,
Yeah.
and then we'll release
Worst
them.
case scenario, we can always, if we try to shoot for like 15, 20 minutes early, we can just hound each other in here until someone does it.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
A lot
all
of
right.
it
This
is
is
waiting till Corey gets done trying to
Oh,
make
we
it
got
look
4
pretty.
viewers now. We've gained some viewers.
oh,
Oh,
let's
man.
go.
Big
Shout
show.
out.
Shout out to y'all.
Moving up the world.
I'm watching.
Hey.
We only have one.
Oh, I shaved the field goal.
I have another incoming
well.
video call.
The
All
first
right,
podcast, we're already shaving viewers.
Yeah, I'm a viewer. I'm a viewer. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
Real,
Poop.
Yep.
So,
drop some
threshold.
knowledge on us.
Yeah, I was gonna say yeah, man threshold. You know, not everybody knows a lot about those.
Yeah,
course.
there are a lot. And
Yeah,
there
I was
are
gonna
a
say. I
few-
mean, just
few
just-
people don't know, and a few people think are different than what they actually are.
yeah.
All
I
right,
mean,
well, you
just-
want to start with that then, and maybe start with some of the thresholds that people get like commonly confused.
yeah, just
We'll go with throwing.
Okay.
Only deep is 91.
okay.
Short is 81, and mid is 85.
Mm-hmm.
So everything
Oh.
81 plus on short and everything 85 plus on
I
mid
think
is,
it's 81 on short or 85 on short. I'm not sure.
Okay.
but like everything above that is all the same basically.
Maybe like you know how they talk about for above 91 you have like a fraction. Of,
Yeah.
Like maybe that, but probably not anything different.
Yeah. I would think for the throwing, it probably wouldn't change much. Once you hit the threshold, I don't think you probably really have to worry about much after that. I think
Yeah, I feel like you have to rely on the trait that you have for like.
You have the trait and then Madden
Pressure.
just being nice to you.
yeah,
Man just not hating you completely. Oh.
because I do know with the zone thresholds, like once you hit 91, it's just a matter of each overall each time you go, each point you go higher, it's like a fraction, like a fraction of a frame rate faster.
And then in 95 kind of like the end all be all kind of thing, or is that just I know. Is that just kind of like a? I don't know. I'm trying to think. Like because people say 95 is another threshold in sim, but is that just kind of a?
I believe 95 is another threshold. That's why I boosted everyone to 95, but I'm not sure.
I know LJ goes on about his 6'4" safety, but I mean he just kind of goes on about him anyways. But he freaking Sean Evans, the death of everybody in this league.
I don't think I played LJ yet.
I don't think I have either. No, I did. I played you once, like a year or two ago, but that was it. I haven't played you in. No, I did play. I played you in the other league too, and you came back and beat me in freaking XFL. my only loss in XFL was to you coming back from like a 2-3 score deficit in the fourth quarter. Didn't you I think you knocked Kamara out of the game too or something.
I did.
In like the first or second quarter, and my offense died.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened, but that's why I made Sean Evans into a beast. I was hoping last year I could have got DB of the year, and then I would have been able to get his man coverage at 91 too.
Oh, is man coverage at 91 a threshold too, or is it just zone?
I'm not sure.
Have we played man?
I don't know about man.
I have no idea, but
I feel like man is honestly kind of a crapshoot no matter what the rating is, just because ever since what was it, Madden 16 or Pook, what was it that Pat had that OP dime press man?
Oh, fuck that. Madden 16.
Was that 16?
I fucking hated that.
Yeah, it was back in the league we were in back in Madden 16. This guy Pat, he had was he the Raiders in that league?
He got
Raiders.
Von Miller. He had Khalil Mack and he had Mario Edwards and just fucking put those three on rushing and everyone back. You couldn't do anything.
He ran dime man cover 2 press every play, and it was impossible to stop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and I would know because I was in his division, so I had to play him twice a year.
You couldn't beat him no matter what you did.
I think I got close once or twice, but that was back. That year that was like such a huge like stepping stone for me in Madden because I kind of went into the league and I kind of sucked going in. But I had to play Pat twice a year, and I had to play Authoritas twice a year.
Oh my god!
Nothing gets you better like some good competition.
Oh yeah. I finally got to the point where I could beat Pat now, but he always.
Chris, you do know better. Nobody knows who Pat and Auth are.
I know. I know that none of them do. I realize that.
In the new league, I thought I was about to have to deal with Snippy and Josh twice a year.
I have to deal with a guy from Europe twice a year. I'm not looking forward to that.
Oh, we're up to 5 viewers now.
Oh.
Sounded
like someone died. Did Emmons just die?
No.
He might have.
Yeah, I mean.
He might have.
I didn't die this time.
Okay.
I heard someone's thing go like da 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 da.
That's mine. It's ESPN.
Okay. Oh, okay.
But,
I didn't know someone died.
Get with the times, Crips.
I'm sorry. Gosh.
But so of course 91 zone, we all know that's a thing. And I think we all kind of understand, once it gets like a frame rate better per thing you go up.
For like overall, yeah.
Yeah, so I think that is I think that's a pretty universal thing. Even though the devs did say it's not in sim mode, which I personally don't really believe, but
I don't either. From as a guy who's gotten 3 different guys to 91 zone this year alone, you can't convince me.
Yeah, you
because
can't sit here.
That interception that Okun had against Corey today.
Yeah.
Like, I think he's only at like 89 now, but even then, 89 is definitely still a thing. I think 90 is still its own thing too.
Yeah, I think.
And then 91 is.
Yeah.
Yeah, because for 91 zone, my guys react so much better. Like even Bradbury, and Bradbury has 88 zone coverage. His reaction time is nowhere near as quick as anybody that has 91 zone. So the whole thing, as far as this not being in sim mode, I don't necessarily.
I don't buy that for like 2 seconds of flying crap.
I'm not exactly a believer for that one, but I don't know if 91 man is a thing, but I do know
we lost. Wait, Chris, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Face cam went off.
Yeah.
I'm checking my notifications real quick.
I sent him a big pic. Just looking
Sorry.
at it.
All right, I'm back. My face is back. my mugs.
Yeah,
I'm still trying to figure out what quarterback I want to get because I still have freaking 93 Mariota, who's got 87 throw power. His throw power is just so bad. When you play with anyone with like 90 plus, you go to Mariota and it's just like.
I mean, you can get Culpepper. Like go deep. Go ahead 99.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I'm looking at Rodgers. I mean, I've got 741.
Oh, I forgot about him.
So I just fast forwarded through the stream, so I don't think it's really that delayed. I think my computer is fucking up.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think once you press play on it, it'll get you to where it's supposed to be at. But
I could go full Legend Moon too, but he's got freaking Conductor, and I think I want.
I think next time I'll lower the latency so it's not as delayed.
I don't think it's. I honestly don't think it's that delayed, to be honest.
Yeah, but yeah. So, any other thresholds or anything you can think about telling us?
There might be a strength threshold at 91, which I push a lot. I feel like there is a strength threshold at 91.
Honestly, I feel like anyone with 80 plus or like 81 plus and then 90, I feel like they all kind of play the same.
There might be a defensive catching threshold at 80.
Bullshit, because Westbrook and Grimes both had, like, this past game that I just played, both of them just dropped easy picks, and they have 80 catching.
You know what this sounds like? It sounds like you're making some more excuses.
The thing for that is, do you have the trait for aggressive possession or run after catch?
For my cornerbacks?
Yeah.
I've honestly thought about going through and buying that for my DBs. I wasn't sure if it would do anything, but I feel like it might, honestly.
I feel like it will.
Like I want to buy aggressive catch for Ramsey just to see if it would do anything. Since I mean, there's not anything I'm spending on him now except tackle and block shed.
Yeah,
but he's got 84 catching, and he drops like 1 pick a game.
Yeah, I don't know if the catching thing for DBs is an actual thing. I think with that, it's more so.
Madden just trying to balance, honestly.
Yeah, I think Madden just trying to balance out. So that you don't have people throwing, 10 picks every game. Because people make a lot of bad reads, especially in Madden. A lot of people make a lot of bad reads.
What?
So
everyone
every read I make
offensive
is perfect.
Coordinator, and everyone thinks they can be a head coach and a QB, and then you.
Yeah. A lot of people make really bad reads, and then they'll complain about the fact that they made a bad read, and be like, well, that shouldn't have been an interception. Honestly, you shouldn't have tried to fit that in there.
Any interception I throw is all due to EA.
All due to Portal.
I don't care if I throw it right at the user.
Yeah, every pick I throw was always EA's fault.
I don't know why that just reminded me of when I played Roger in XFL and he threw those 2 users to me and he goes after the game man, that was all EA. It was all EA.
It's always EA whenever people lose. It's always EA. It's never because you got beat. It's always
especially with Roger too. It's always EA with Roger.
Yeah. I don't know, but the DB thing, I'm not too convinced on it. I think for the DBs, it's just more of it's just one of those dice rolls. Yeah, it's one of them dice rolls that, I mean, if EA feels like you should get it, you'll get it. If not, then you won't.
Yeah, I feel like it's not like a pure, like, I feel like it does kind of have a little bit of an impact, like, a guy with.
You realize we're the same podcast, right, Pook?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
A guy with like I feel like a guy with 85 catching is still gonna catch more often than a guy with 56, but I feel like it's not nearly as big a difference between 56 catching on offense and 85 catching on offense. I feel like it definitely is scaled down.
Yeah.
Which sucks because I put way too much XP into Jalen Ramsey's catching.
Yeah, I put a lot into catching.
And now he's just chilling as my nickel because I have other guys I want to get XP more.
Well, honestly, Jalen Ramsey in the nickel isn't, because if you think about it, a lot of people throw to their slot guys. So your
that's
best.
That's why I put him in the nickel. Is why I have him, and that's why he's my big dime linebacker. I mean, he'll make so many plays on like those people try to run those like corners and stuff, those like level corners with their tight end and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And even Jalen being Jalen, he'll get beat off the cut just because that's what Madden 18 is. But his recovery speed compared to a tight end's speed in Excel, he just demolishes.
LJ, you know what trade really worked out for me in Oasis?
What?
The Tyreek Hill trade.
Oh, yeah.
I have not missed him at all. And he got me that middle linebacker is like an 88 overall now in year 2, and then I think a cornerback.
People overvalue speed, honestly.
Like, I mean,
it's not. Well, it's not like. I mean,
I don't know, man.
Well, when the speed threshold is where we have it, people value it too much because a lot of times, a lot of times you're not going to get a chance to get a lot of separation. You'll get speed will give you a little bit, but you're not going to get a lot. Now on like when you got the speed threshold at like default, like that speed shows.
Yeah. that I don't care. You'll notice that, yeah. But I mean, like where it's like where we have it. I mean, again, just to reference that game today between me and Corey. I mean, when when Pringle caught that touchdown. I mean,
I can't believe you named your guy Pringle again.
They don't understand the origins like you do, Pook.
Yeah, I don't know how he got that good. Like, you won Rookie of the Year, right, with him?
I won. I cheesed with awards, and he had like 1,800 yards and 20-something touchdowns his rookie year. He won like every award.
Like, compared to here, that's not even a lot.
Oh yeah, no, but he won like every award. He won. I think he was Rookie of the Year. He was Receiver of the Year. He was the top Pro Bowler. He was. I think he was already Superstar Dev coming in.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it was just a matter of he was just good.
Yeah.
How many fucking leagues have we done, LJ? I'm doing admin shit on Daddy Leagues for the new league, and there's like 7 different fucking websites we have that I'm an admin in.
Wait, you said what?
There's 7 Daddy League pages that we've had that I've been an admin in. Holy shit.
Shit, because I know XFL, AFL had one.
OG and Laces.
Yeah, OG. Well, we used the OG one, so the Laces one hasn't been used. Man,
there's 2 OG ones, so I feel like whoever did it did not realize that you could just reset it.
Yeah, yeah, and it's cheaper that way too.
Like pay 30 to get one, or like
it's like a yearly subscription, I think.
Yeah.
So I mean, technically, because like it's like if you like have a league that lasts like AMLoB's lasting this whole time, it's like next year you'll just have to pay another $30 for next Madden to read.
Well, no, actually, it's cheaper because I know for the page for 18, it was only like 20. Because it just if you already have the page and you just renew it, it's only like 20.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I don't know. I think the speed, but back to the original thing. I think speed kind of.
I mean, he's broken up 3 or 4 passes at least in the last couple weeks that he wouldn't have broken up before.
He actually did well against me. do much again. Yeah.
He broke up a couple
defensively.
But that game was weird. I swear, I still hold true that game was the highest scoring defensive battle I think you'll ever see. It was just, I mean, it was literally 2 or 3 just. I think there was 1 or 2 plays where you just caught me in a terrible play call, and it just.
Yeah, I think the Corey Coleman long touchdown. That was a bad play call.
Yeah. Like you had 304 total yards and scored 31 points.
I had good position in the field.
Yeah. I mean, we both only had 1 turnover, and you only had.
Man, my turnover should have been a turnover. I can't believe you fucking covered that.
That was. I'm still pissed that I got that PI on the second one.
if you just touch a dude, you're gonna get PI. I've gotten a lot of PI called for me because people just touch a dude, even if the ball isn't catchable.
Oh yeah, no. Well, the only reason I'm salty about it is because I made the play on the first one and I went to go and I just didn't get the same animation. And I just got the animation where he, instead of actually playing the ball when I pressed Y, he just kind of ran into the receiver and didn't do anything.
Oh yeah, that was a big chunk of yards. That was like 50.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the PI thing is, I think they could do a better job with like the penalties. And there's no reason that you can on an uncatchable ball, and
but then they have to code what's uncatchable, what is catchable.
Yeah, I mean that's the tough thing about a video game. It's like we all say we want all this stuff in it, but
how do you code for it all?
Yeah, it's it's like ridiculous amount of coding that goes into it. Because there actually was an interview that Clint did the other day with Muttman. It was like a week or 2 ago, and he was just talking about how much there's so much coding that you really he'll in order for him to answer some of the stuff that they were asking, he would legitimately have to go dig to find it. Mm-hmm. It's some stuff they still have coded from old Maddens into the game because it's just a lot of stuff you got to replace and get out.
Yeah. I gotta cut out though, unfortunately, boys. I gotta get shit ready for tomorrow.
All right, bro.
Later.
Have a good night.
You. But but yeah, I think that I think that it's stuff that EA can do. It's just a matter of them figuring it out. Honestly, I think 19 is probably going to be a dope game. I feel like 19 is going to be a
if they do what they're gonna talk about and focus on franchise, it should be good. But you never know.
Yeah, I was gonna say I mean the franchise stuff is cool, but honestly, I think once the gameplay gets to a point where it's kind of really solid, I think it'll be easier to kind of.
Yeah, I feel like this year with the new engine and stuff, there were a lot of things that they just weren't able to get to.
Yeah,
and there were a lot of new issues too. That it's kind of hard to iron out the first year. Mm-hmm. I'm just hopeful that they can fix a lot of the small stuff. That's the easy stuff to fix, especially when it comes to. We don't
know if it is easy or not.
Well, I mean, I'm referring to I'm referring to draft logic and stuff like that, and contract logic, which is
I want them to add that we can make it front loaded or back loaded.
Yeah,
you can do it in the NBA. Why can't you do it here? I'd be perfectly fine with all my fucking cap issues if I could have front loaded a lot of contracts that I had.
Yeah, I mean, I think 19. Okay, so I think with 18. Because they had so many resources just in everywhere else, because they put long shot in the game, they had to get the frostbite in there. So I think just having resources go to those things kind of hurt everything else. But I think we kind of all figured that because I think whenever they were talking about switching to Frostbite, we were like, yeah, it'll probably look better, but
the first year is always difficult on a new engine, whether it's no matter what it is. I think a lot of people pointed to like the first year with FIFA, where the first year FIFA was on Frostbite, the gameplay was very hit or miss too.
Yeah.
And it looked amazing, and it was great the next year after they'd had a year to kind of mess with the engine and see how it played. But
yeah. So, I mean, I think 19 will probably be a really solid game. Honestly, I do think they do need to get rid of like the threshold thing though, because I think that kind of honestly it should be if you're going to do
point.
Yeah, I was going to say if you're going to do ratings, then make all the ratings matter. Don't make it so that basically anything from like 88 down, like 70 to 88 is all the same reaction time because that's just not realistic. If you you
can baseline divide it and basically say, okay, well, at the very lowest possible point, this is the reaction time. At the highest possible point, this is the reaction time, and just have it incremental. And I mean, if you want to make it a deal where, you know, originally when you're at the lower end of it or whether you're at the higher end of it, whether it's maybe not completely like, you know, where there maybe are a couple like slight jumps like really early on so that, you know, for players with, I don't know, 30 or 40 zone or something. But
30 or 40.
when you get D linemen dropping into coverage. But when you're getting through, once you're at like an average or below average DB, like 70, 75, I mean, it should be incremental. It should be the same amount of reaction time faster each one, just in my opinion.
I feel like zones should play differently for different positions. So, like, a 90 for a corner will play better than a 90 for a linebacker.
Yeah.
I feel like it kind of does now, honestly.
Because I've been considering putting Garrett to strong safety and upping his zone coverage, but I don't know how that would play.
Wait, what? I mean, go right ahead. If we're talking Myles Garrett, like, go ahead, take him off the line.
Yeah, I was going to say that would be a bad decision in my opinion.
No. I like this logic right now.
I mean, Garrett hasn't been performing that well.
Yeah, no, he's been ass. You should probably actually trade him or something.
Oh yeah, man, he's only worth like I'll give you a 6 for him, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you can trade him on over to the NFC. I'll give you 20.
Yeah, actually send him to the NFC, even better.
I put him up, and nobody gave me like a really good offer.
Well, Poop, your asking price was kind of ridiculous for somebody on an expiring contract.
Can we send him to NFL Europe? That's
Poop,
that's a good idea.
One I got from Corey.
Poop, your asking price was really high. You were expecting 3 firsts for a guy that's on an expiring contract and already rejected yours.
What about now? He rejected me because I tried to lowball him, and then he didn't want to lowball him. And I brought back to what it was normally. He was like, "No, fuck you."
You heard it.
See, this is why I never lowball anybody. The lowest offer I offer them is the fair offer.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll start with the fair offer, and if that's not enough, then I'll just kind of like tinker with
But rarely, if you start with the, I've never had an issue with starting with the fair offer, having a guy like just cut off trade talks in the middle of the season.
Yeah, because I know Evans and McIntosh both accepted deals on the first offer.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't mind it because it kind of evens out all the, because I offered contracts to Jabril and Trey White, and I kind of want them to end before Garrett ends.
Yeah.
To kind of get like a different, I don't have like,
to be honest,
20 million in 1 year.
Let's go. Yeah. Tyrann just got re-signed.
Well, to be honest, like you got if you think about it, we have, I mean, realistic, because we clear a season in about 40 days, 40 to 45 days. So I mean, I think we'll I think we'll probably have at least 2 or 3 more seasons. And then so I mean, with that, I think my guys, at least my core guys, will probably be around till the league is done. So
yeah, how many, we have like what, 3 or 4 maybe years left until Madden 18 or 19.
Yeah. Because I mean, I think last year we died out in like
July.
Late, like Gosger says, like mid to late July.
Yeah, I feel like yeah, we have to kind of expect that it'll slow down a little bit as we get closer, and it won't be necessarily. It might be closer to 50 days, and but I feel like we got at least the solid core group of guys are gonna play until Madden 18.
Yeah,
we're Madden 19.
I'm hoping Cleveland gets Barkley and Lamar. That'd be great.
Honestly,
#1, trade down, get Lamar.
You know the set. I actually just saw this earlier. Ian Rappaport was reporting that teams are now considering Shaquem Griffin as a 4th-round talent.
Yeah.
Before combine, he was already being like sort of like like day 3.
Like, maybe make it into the final round. But.
No, I know he was going into the combine. I mean, he didn't get a combine offer until after the Senior Bowl, and it was like 2 or 3 days after the Senior Bowl.
Yeah,
and it was only because they caught him on television talking to one of the reporters about how like, man, I just want someone to give me a shot at the combine. I'll impress people. And so they were like, you know what? Fine.
Well, that he did. He went. He went and showed out.
The fact that the 4.38 was confirmed too is just insane.
I mean, but then he ran a 4.58. I don't know.
I mean, I don't think
we have to look at his pro day before we can.
Well, I don't think I don't think he runs again at his pro day. I wouldn't if I were him. But
I know, no, you have to. You can't have a 4.38 and then a 4.58 and then not have anything.
I mean, the thing about the 4.38 too is I feel like there was kind of that kind of high writing on it, like he knew how much he needed to impress everybody with that, and so after he kind of ran that, I feel like you could kind of tell the second time too. There wasn't like that same hype kind of build up as there was.
I was gonna say, watching him in drills, he didn't have the same burst and explosion when running as he did in that 40. That's why I really don't. I don't really like the 40 because it's like, how often are you really going to have to run 40 yards
in a straight line? Oh yeah,
and you're on a fast track.
I mean, literally, the only reason the 40 matters was because 60 years ago it was the average distance of a punt, and that was how you wanted to compare everybody. But not only is the average distance of a punt not only is it greater than 40 yards now, but most of your guys that you actually care about their 40, they're not going to be running down on a punt. You're not going to send John Ross running down on punt coverage.
I mean, Marvin Jones may do that. He screwed up John Ross in the rookie year.
That's true.
Well, my thing with it is, it's like guys can look great in a t-shirt.
Oh yeah.
But you have to. But it's certain things you have to see on the field that you won't be able to see at the combine. Like, honestly, at the combine,
Olympics.
I was gonna say at the combine, like the agility drills, those kind of matter, and broad jump matters because that just shows how explosive you are. So I think like the 40 is kind of unnecessary. The drills, they're kind of needed,
some
but
of them.
Not. Yeah, I was gonna say,
but even I think like the most commonly looked at drill, which for a lot of people is the quarterbacks throw into receivers.
They aren't using
even that drill is kind of overplayed because as much as these guys are the highest tier of athletes, those quarterbacks have most likely never thrown to those guys before. And I mean there is a certain degree of rapport that you do have to build up to kind of figure out, like, okay, well, this guy cuts like this, and he gets out of his break this quick, and I mean, stuff like that. And so,
I think with that, actually, that kind of matters because it just shows how you can deal with
that adversity,
being uncomfortable.
Yeah, honestly,
because you're not used to throwing to those guys. Now, as far as the fact that you're not throwing while there's DBs out there, so you can basically place the ball where you want to.
That's
to me is the most egregious thing.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. Is honestly, I think they need to put DBs out there, even if it is basically like 7-on-7 non-contact. Put a DB out there, or at least have somebody that can make a play on the ball. But too, I think the bigger deal about that is while people want to say this and that about ball players, I think the biggest thing, which you kind of touched on, is that it's that ability to kind of adapt. And like I think the bigger thing is not, okay, well, maybe your first couple throws were kind of a little shoddy, but can you adapt and learn and progress as those drills are going on? Because it's not like you're going out there throwing one pass and the day's done. I mean, you're going out there throwing 20, 30, 40 passes.
Yeah.
Can you show that improvement from the first pass to the fourth pass to the 20th pass? Like, that consistent improvement, and not just kind of be that was a good throw, and then you overthrow someone by 5 yards the next time.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's like a lot of that stuff is just stuff you got to watch on the film.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you gotta, especially for like linebackers.
Mm-hmm.
To me, you doing those drills doesn't show much to me. Like, watching you play is something. Watching you on film.
The only thing you can really see out of that is how well a guy flips his hips. But it's basically 2.5 hours of judging how well a guy flips his hips.
The 3-cone is really good for.
3-cone's good for quickness. 3-cone's
really good for edge.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
There's a couple good ones.
Yeah, there's some stuff that you're working on agility, and to me that's something that you have to see, because you have to see if a guy can move. Mm-hmm. But like, as far as like some of the drills they actually do, like they did it like I was watching the defensive ends today, and it was a drill where they basically come off the edge and they like and they're like trying to like rip through on two pads and then just run through at the end. It's like that shows me nothing at all.
You can hit a big red dummy. Like that's what that shows. Just, you can hit an inanimate object pretty aggressively.
Exactly. It's like that shows me nothing at all.
Honestly, I think the most telling drill in the entire combine, granted I'm probably biased saying this because I played receiver, is the gauntlet drill. That's kind of the most applicable. The gauntlet I think is the most applicable, like, but honestly that's kind of how the entire receiver position I think is probably the easiest to kind of look at how they perform in the combine and be able to take away the most from it. Just because of, you can tell how well a guy makes cuts and how, like, you can tell his kind of basic route running, even if it is on air, and you can kind of see how well he gets in and out of breaks, and you can obviously see catching to an extent. Granted, you're not going to have DBs there, which I think is the one thing that they need to fix with that. Because honestly, I think that would be the coolest thing, is you put DBs out there, and I guarantee you, once or twice a year, you're going to have a DB take over those 7-on-7 drills. You're going to have a DB going out there breaking up every other pass, get like 4 interceptions, and I think that's going to be a bigger tell to, like, okay, well, this guy can. You're putting a DB out there and actually having him make adjustments and everything on whatever the receiver's running.
Mm-hmm.
And then basically all you would just say is, okay, don't streamline the process as much with how, like, they have 7 receivers all run the same route in a row, mix it up a little bit. And so then it's not like the DB knows what route's coming at him, per se. I mean, granted, it's going to be kind of a limited route tree because that's kind of what they do at the combine, but I mean, you're still going to be able to kind of see how well they play. I mean, even if it is for the most part man-to-man, how well they can adjust off of watching and reading a guy running a route and adjust to it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you put a guy like Chris Harris Jr. out there in a drill like that, like, he's not going undrafted.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. I just feel like a lot of those drills and stuff are just kind of like it doesn't show you much of anything. Like now, there is one for linemen I think matters, and it's like they have to show how quickly they can, like, as a tackler, how quickly you can shuffle back.
Oh, that's huge.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think that one matters because it's kind of
pass drop.
Yeah, because that is because you have to show how quickly you can move your feet. Now, in the receiver, the gauntlet drill definitely matters because that's just something that as a receiver you have to be able to make those catches and to get to the ball, especially that last one where you catch it and you got to turn up the field. I think that one matters a lot more.
Honestly, what I think would be cool too is if they add, which we did at the camps that we would have at our school, is have an over the shoulder one at the end.
Yeah.
And I think that'd be a good thing to add too. See how a guy can track a ball over the shoulder, because I mean, you kind of get an idea of that on some of the deep throws, but even then, half the deep throws at the combine are just complete crap.
Yeah. To be honest, like
because that's the biggest thing that takes rapport is knowing and playing with the guys around you to know, like, the acceleration of, like, how well someone accelerates and when you need to release the ball. And that's why those always look more like crap than anything else, is because I mean that's you're going in blind on that one more than anything. And so honestly, that's when you see a really good deep pass at the combine. It's like, oh geez, okay.
How do we go from attention? Fucking talking about a Madden League to talking about the combine?
To be fair, I did type in the commish chat that we could probably talk some combine stuff.
Yeah, I think once we get the segments, it'll be a little bit easier. Because I think we should have like a in real life segment. Because I think that would probably be where more people would want to, like, come on and like give their opinion about stuff. I think as far as like segment goes, just like one, make it so one do like a in real life segment.
What are you
of course
eating?
Of course, talk like league stuff. It's just as far as like happenings around the league, trades.
Well, we're at the trade deadline right now.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, but you know what I mean. Just like who's hot, who's struggling.
Sean Watson getting traded at the trade deadline last year.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That'd be a big one. And I really hope that the Seahawks keeps losing, because that's my only first round pick. So,
well, actually, he's won like his last 2 games.
He dropped though. He went from the 15th pick to the 13th pick.
Well, so, I don't know what that is, but
I mean, if it's today, I'll take the 13th overall pick. Granted, I had to give up my starting right tackle for him, but the one thing I do have is O-line depth.
What trade didn't we approve? The Chicago Chargers trade. Thank God.
Oh yeah, I was not. And then he tried to make it seem like, oh well, he's 6'4" with like this crazy athleticism. And I was like, bruh, there's like at least 5 or 6 teams that have a guy similar and better to what you have. And he was like, show me. As me, Roger, Cripps, all posted a picture of our guys, and he was just like, oh yeah.
Oh, don't even get me started on 6'4" though. I mean, because that corner in the draft this year.
Oh,
I would trade up to the number 1 pick to take him, because I can tell you right now he's going to run a 4.3.
Bruh, if I can get him, and then I have him.
Don't even get me started off. You get him. Come on, man. Hey, any attempt you make to trade into the top 5, I don't know what it is. That's a no.
Decline.
Sean Evans for a top 5 pick? No.
Like, bro, if I can get him, that would be crazy. Oh,
I don't even know where I would put him.
Like, bro,
quarter.
I was good. First of all, well, my cornerback depth is crazy, because even though I just traded one, I just traded Bowers to Bowens to the Giants.
Mm-hmm.
But like even then, I still have Langham. I still have Stump. With Stump is a baller. That man is a beast. But thank you for that, Vicious. you gave me a lockdown corner.
I'll have you know that second round pick turned into a 76 strength lineman.
That is an L, especially because you can see combine grade strength.
What? Where?
That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate.
I just wish the trade deadline was like 2 weeks from now. But I wish the trade deadline was 2 weeks from now, so Sean Office could have 91 zone, and I could trade him for a first round pick.
Man, you wanted a 2 for Okun, man. I don't know.
Bro, he plays well for me. I wasn't gonna trade him to you, so I intentionally just highballed him, knowing that you weren't gonna make the offer.
I'm fine with Myrick because I have that speed coming off the edge mainly. I don't really use it for anything other than that.
I mean, I would figure because didn't Ford get hurt?
Ford is back, yeah.
Okay.
Ford was my main rusher off the edge. I've only upped his block shed since you traded him to me. Haven't really focused on anything.
Yeah, well, because like I had Ford, I wasn't using him, so yeah. I mean, I was trying to move him just like Jenkins. I've been trying to move Jenkins for like 3 seasons now, but like I had him at free safety, but like now my cornerbacks, because especially Hillman. If I can get him to a Pro Bowl and then get his zone up to 91, and I can just move Langham down, and I can just ship off Bradbury this offseason, I'll be in business. I'll be in business.
Yeah, no. See, that's what I'm still hoping is if I can get freaking Terry to the Pro Bowl, 95 with 6'2". That's where he's. I gotta go. I want to go check his. That's why I wish there was a special teams player thing, because that man would make the. He's got what four kick blocks in 8 weeks.
Man, I don't know how I got 2 corners to go to Pro Bowl last year when they didn't even play well. That was what confused me. I got 2 corners going to the Pro Bowl, but they literally didn't do better than like half the league.
Yeah, I was surprised that White and Peppers made it, and I was just like, oh, okay.
I'll take it. But
especially because Langham didn't make it, and I was just like,
you're in the NFC, I'm in the AFC.
Yeah, but my thing is Langham's numbers. Langham was like number 6 in the best DB, and he in the people above him, like 4 of them were the 4 to 5 people above him were safeties, and he still didn't make the Pro Bowl. And I was just like, that was bullshit. But I think I had like 14 Pro Bowlers anyway on that team last year.
Ever since that one year when I went 15 in 1 year 2 or whatever with that 3 QB rotation, that was the only year I've had more than like 2 or 3 Pro Bowlers. Honestly,
man, I really want my backup O-line to get Pro Bowl.
Yeah. Bro, not gonna lie. I'm looking at this right now. I'm looking at this right now. There are 10 players this year that have blocked kicks. Nobody has blocked more than 1 except for Kevin Terry, who's blocked 3.
Yeah, but like then you have to look at kick return and punt return for that.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, he's got a punt return touchdown too. So I'm hoping I can get him as like a return.
Only 3 people have a kick return touchdown.
3 in the AFC.
Yeah.
My freaking one with Kevin Terry was hilarious. It was like, I swear I think I typed in the commission chat the other day, but it was like freaking Tariq Cohen's. I mean, I took the ball, I ran one way, and I was like, oh crap, I'm not gonna get this. And so I ran back, I turned around, I ran back the other way, I swerved to the other side. I'm at like the 1 yard line, I run into the end zone, and I everybody around the corner and run like 100 yards. It was stupid.
Yeah.
Oh, rip. Freaking Snippy's the only one with a punt return in the NFC. Did it with Amir Abdullah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my thing with I should have beat Snippy. I'm telling you, bro.
I think I play him later on.
Well,
I'll beat him for you.
I was going to say, bro, like he's only beaten me twice since we started. I think our between our games, I'm up 3-2. But the fact of the matter is, this game I should have won. In the last game, I should have won. Last game, the only reason last game I blew it because I threw a pick six when I was in the red zone, and then I gave up a punt return touchdown too. So that was just me blowing it. But this time, Madden just really I have 491 plus zone guys on the field, and he caught two passes in the end zone where basically the ball phased through fucking McIntosh and Evans.
Well,
and it was just kind of like,
if you had Marcus Williams, maybe he would have caught it.
Marcus Williams is he's the AFC version of Sean Evans. But Evans is a beast, bro. That man is a monster, dog. Like I don't even.
Man, can we talk about fucking Roger trying to compare Rodney fucking Harrison to Evans? like, come on.
Can we talk about the fact that there's a 63 overall Jamal Charles sitting in free agency and a 65 overall LaDainian Tomlinson?
Oh, it gets on my nerve, my pet peeve. Like,
no, we're talking about putting in a rule next year where all name changes have to be submitted to the commissions and approved.
Like,
yeah, it is irritating. It is really irritating.
What do you think Roger would do if I just went real quick and renamed all of his legend guys to just different names?
He'd probably be really upset.
Craig Keekley, like who?
No, that was actually the drafted guy's name was Craig Keekley.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, it wasn't?
No, it wasn't.
I swear I thought it was.
No, he drafted the guy because I was going to draft the guy, and then he was like, just like Luke Kuechly. So I'm going to change his name to Keekley. Yeah, that was
the guy he traded for Roy Boyd.
Yeah,
he changed his name to Joshua Jackson, but he didn't change the fucking college.
Yeah, you need to be
accurate if you want to do it.
No, I hate how he doesn't do the height and stuff too. There'll be someone who's 4 inches different height than the guy he renames him to, and he just says screw it and renames him. Hey, like his safety, freaking Harrison. And Harrison's got 79 hit power. Rodney Harrison couldn't hit. I would at least be able to maybe give it a pass if he had 90 something hit power and he was the same height and weight. But no.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really irritating because I'll just be like, bro, why? There's no reason. You can't let these people make their own legacy. I could have changed Evans' name to some legend. But then it would have been just another legend. Bruh, no, let me make my own fucking.
Yeah,
standard.
I don't care if you name them after rookies that are about to come to the league and stuff like that. That's fine. But...
Or like the Jerry Rice Jr. thing. The only reason I would be okay with that is if it was actually a guy that falls under the rookie about to come out of the class kind of thing. And I want to see how long it takes Roger to notice that I renamed Rodney Harrison to Tall Boy Dude. He's going to type it in the chat in a little bit. I'm like, what happens if he doesn't notice and then he gets a pick and it's just Tall Boy Dude with the interception?
That's funny.
Have we ever had a dude with more than 95 jumping out in the draft? I don't think we've ever a generated dude with over 95 jumping.
I don't think we've ever seen one. I think 95 is the
95
cap.
Yeah. Because I was looking I'm looking around at the people with 99 in some stats, but nobody had above 95 jumping really, except for Byron Jones, Marcus Williams, and I think Conley, but I think Conley regressed.
Did Obi? Obi might have.
Obi. Obi
Melifolou or whatever his last name is. Yeah. You know what that reminds me of? Is what happened to that
Raiders.
one?
Old Raiders. Oh my god.
Yeah, that dude was infuriating.
You know what I'm wondering is what happened to that one corner, the Packers rookie corner? Because he's not on the Packers anymore. The guy that was the Washington kid, the 6'3" dude. Where did he go?
You talking about?
I remember.
Are you talking about? Was he a Madden generated rookie, or are you talking about
Madden generated?
No. I'm talking about the Packers second round pick. The
kid out of Washington.
Kevin King. Where is Kevin King?
He on the Eagles.
Oh, is he on the Eagles?
Yeah, I think. I'm not 100% sure.
He's a 78 overall.
I mean, he begins pretty low.
That hurts me inside though. This was Kevin King was one of those really hyped second round Madden picks who had a 75 overall in base rosters, and he's a 78 6 years into the league.
Honestly, a lot of the players that are like that, it's been because we've had inactive users for those teams.
And because
Obi. Obi is a freaking slow dev 80 overall.
We did well when we have old Raiders, but then we haven't had a consistent Raiders since then.
Yeah, the team, you can tell the teams that haven't had good people managing, because
Pittsburgh is number one. You can tell.
I think.
I can't believe you trade away Bell, then you trade away Roy Boyd for fucking trash, and you have a bunch of cap. No one's gonna want to take him now.
Yeah.
What?
I would do it, but only because I've always kind of been intrigued by projects. But even that's a big project for me. And that's saying something because I'm the guy that joined AMLoB and traded away the entire Lions roster.
Yeah, nobody really wants.
Throwback to the Blake Sims experience.
Yeah, I showed Stewart's the grid, and Grid's no, fuck that. I don't want them.
Oh, that's saying something.
Yeah,
because Grid's a project builder too.
He's coming in as Patriots though. When we
oh, is he?
Patriots. Yeah.
Oh, freaking! Are you freaking kidding me?
I play him this week.
Is it? Oh yeah, I got to boot old Pats. Hold on.
I can do it. I'm on right now.
Okay, I was gonna say boot old Pats and invite Grid.
Invite Grid. I can invite Grid. I don't even think I've played Grid since early Madden 17. Honestly.
Yeah, I don't think I've played him in a while. I haven't been in a league with him because
I know
we don't have TML.
I know. I mean, I'm in Ruthless with him, but I mean, I'm not even super active in Ruthless because it's just.
I've heard bad things about that.
It's really terribly commissioned. They'll give an advanced date, and then whenever one of the commissions feels like advancing on that date, they'll advance. So it could be at 2 p.m, it could be at 8:30, and they never really type or message anybody, and they're just oh, well, you should have told us.
Oh my god.
It's pretty bad. And then it's also on competitive, and so that sucks too, because basically everyone that doesn't have 91 zone is pointless, and because they have they've got 250% XP sliders too. So the crappy teams are still crappy, but then everyone who's been in it since year one has a 97 overall team.
Oh, Jay? Oh,
Jay, who has Jalen Ramsey with 99 block shed and 99 tackling.
Miles with, oh my god.
Booby Miles with 99 speed, 99 excel.
Him for a bit. I've looked at he is a really good team.
Oh yeah, no, it's insane. Like I took over as the Seahawks, and as soon as I saw that, like 3 weeks in, I'm like 0-3 because the team is a 69-70 overall playing against 95.
Preps, you muted your mic.
I was going to say, yeah, you muted yourself.
Did I muted myself? That's I
was going to say, you definitely were just sitting there talking. I was like,
no, I was saying though I joined as the Seahawks in that league, and like 3 weeks in, I'm 0-3 because I'm playing teams every week that are 30 overall better than me.
Yeah.
So keep in mind that's like playing a God Squad and Mutt with the base elite team.
Like, I don't get why you put a league in competitive. Like play Mutt if you want to play competitive. They made
It was I don't know why they did, but then like 3 weeks in, someone floats the idea of like, what if we rebooted the league after this season? And then as soon as someone did that, I was like, I'm done till the rebuild. And that was after I almost beat KJ, who's the cards guy in that league, who's got like a 97 overall team.
KJ?
I don't know if you've been in a league with him. And I'm up by 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter, and then he kind of remembers, oh wait, my team is 30 overall better than his. I swear, David Johnson averaged 20 yards a carry in that game.
Goodness.
And like the one thing I've always been able to pride myself on in Madden is my run defense is usually pretty solid, even if I have like a crappy team. I'm usually able to scheme into a decent run defense. And that was the most infuriating game ever because there was nothing I could do. I would blitz I would have 8 guys in the box every play, like basically run committing without run committing, and he would just break 3 tackles. None of my guys would get block sheds, and he would just run.
Yeah, I hate that.
Yo, I'm looking at this Steelers squad, and like you would legitimately have to like gut this team out and start over.
Horrible.
Are you saying like I would have? Are you telling me I would have trouble with this? Is what you're saying?
No, anyone would have fucking trouble.
No, I mean I pride myself on being able to. Oh my geez, the second best player is 29-year-old Jordan Hicks.
You literally have to. There's like 3 people you can probably keep. 4.
I'd keep Stecker and Chubb. I would.
Well, you have to keep fucking Stecker because they put him to a big contract.
I mean, I would keep him just because he's not bad either. I mean,
Yeah.
I'd keep Chubb. I'd hopefully keep Hicks for a year, but I mean, he's going to be bad in a year or two because of that speed regression. I mean, there's not much you can really do with Brown outside of being a slot receiver because he's got 85 acceleration.
Yeah, like
the tight end's good.
Antonio Brown, and then he's also making $12 million a season.
Oh yeah. Oh wait. Okay.
And he's still under contract for 3 more years.
Are you
like
freaking? This man signed him to a 5-year deal at 30 years old.
And then you have Cockrell, who's making $8 million.
Yeah, but I feel like you can cut like a few people.
This is terrible.
Like you would
he doesn't even have a first-round pick. Like whoever takes him, they don't have.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. He traded his first-round pick.
Yeah, like you would like legitimately have to like gut this team and start over. Like it there's no way that you.
Honestly, you might have to trade Chubb for try and get a first-round pick or even
I was going to say you would have to move one of your good players so you can get value back. Like it's really bad. Like this is a really bad situation.
Byers, I would trade a first-round pick for Byers, honestly, but I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't want to move that guy. I mean, 84 speed, 92 acceleration with 94 jumping as a tight end.
Yeah.
Well, that's because he's a converted wide receiver.
Oh, is he?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
He's only 220 though. What the fuck?
Oh. Wait, so someone's saying that we don't have to hit all the requirements? Let me just go move Carlson to tight end real quick.
Yeah. Change him back to wide receiver, please.
I actually didn't know that.
Honestly, I almost don't want to because I feel like whoever takes over this team is gonna like need him as a tight end.
Bro, like it's really.
Oh, he's at receiver now. Someone moved him back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. Oh, I just realized Vicious has been sitting on here not saying anything for 20 minutes.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Maybe he's the one that moved him back.
Vicious also didn't like alert everybody that we advanced. Or
yeah. I didn't know we advanced until I got a notification on my Xbox.
What's your call? Roger just typed in the chat, but it wasn't about your name change.
Oh, that's sad.
You just put advanced.
What did he say?
He just did advanced. We already did though.
Oh, this team is in shoddy work. Yeah, I would just honestly what I would do is I would cut bait with 60% of this roster. I would scavenge practice squads and I would tank.
But you don't have your first. So
even that, yeah, I know. Like that's the word. Like it's like a 2-year tank job. Because you don't even have your first round pick this year. And so no matter like having the first pick in every round besides the first round, like you're not going to get that top end talent.
Yeah, like like that situation is really bad. Like I just looked at that roster and I was like, my goodness.
Oh no, I would not take over this team. I think that says something right there. I would not take over this team.
And you have to it's the people in the division too.
Oh yeah, I know. It's you and it's Vicious. Yeah, Ravens isn't bad.
Yeah, so like that's a really bad situation to walk into.
Honestly, I hate that Steelers quit too, because like he was actually kind of getting decent because he actually was wanting to try and get better.
I feel like he got defeated that he didn't make the playoffs one year. He was really close to making it, but he didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, he stayed till like week 3 or 4 this year. He just up and quit.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he just after the first game, I didn't hear from him again. Like he played the first game and then that was it. Like I didn't hear from him again after that. And then I had sent him a couple messages, asking is everything cool? Like, are you still in the league? I even sent him a message on Xbox and I got nothing back.
Hey guys, we have a new viewer.
We do?
Yeah.
Yeah, that team is bad. Honestly, that Dolphins team is in pretty bad shape too. But
can we blame Khan for that one? I feel like we can. I don't know. I mean, he didn't do like a ton to mess it up, but it was just the fact that Khan was on the team. I feel like we can blame him for it just because he was on the team. But I still can't believe I got what I did for Brandon.
Oh, you what? Where'd you go?
What happened?
I can't hear him. Oh, well.
Okay.
Yeah, his mic was broken.
Yeah.
Can't do anything about that.
Yeah, but I think because that, like, looking at that still, it is really a bad situation. Then that the Dolphins team really isn't a good situation either. Like he drafted a quarterback, which was definitely a good thing.
Yeah, but then he threw fucking like 8 interceptions in game 1 with them.
Yeah.
I mean, not bad. Wait, really? Not bad. But like, yeah.
Dicey wants to take over the Steelers. To be honest, that might not be a bad idea, but because I think it would be easier to fill that.
Hey, I'm fine with him taking it, letting Colts lost his entire year. I'll get a top 10 pick. I'm fine with that.
Well, I was going to say this Colts team isn't honestly that good either. It's some solid.
Because he fucking picked that running back with number 2 when he could have had probably the
Kratos.
The greatest quarterback we've had coming to the league.
Yeah, like I think, yeah, like
94 throw power, 8 like. Oh, how do you not pick that? I don't. And like he picked another fucking running back in the first round, like this past draft. Like, like he could have had. You could like go if he had crashed. You could go undefeated. I feel like you could, but
yeah. Because honestly, because that's the thing with that Saints team. I think he's been bad for so long. It kind of has that like Rams effect from like this year where you got like this collection of a bunch of talent. So at some point it'll actually come to fruition, even if you really aren't that great.
Nobody talks about Newkirk as a top 5 receiver, but he's like fucking 99 catching try, like really fucking good. But, like, I feel like Saints doesn't go and try to stat pad to get awards. He just plays it normally.
Well, he does. I was going to say he just plays. Like I don't think he does a lot of the stat pad and stuff either. I think it's just him playing. But my thing is, it's just that he's had so many like top 10 picks since he's been in the league. Like it's almost impossible for him.
He's in your fucking division, and are you the only good person in your division? I forgot.
Well, right now you kind of. Well, because honestly, the NFC South was like whenever we had Bucks. And we had Bucks and cheesy Falcons.
Oh, I forgot we fucking Falcons after Tyler left. We had another dude win with them.
Yeah. So we had Bucks and cheesy Falcons, and then
that was my inactive year. I wasn't really part of that year. I didn't really know much about him. But then he quit, right? Or did we kick him?
Who? Falcons?
Yeah, number 2 after Tyler.
He quit.
Oh, he quit.
Because
he quit.
I think once people figured him out, because he basically ran the same cycle of plays. I think once people figured him out, they started thumping him. Because I know I definitely dominated him for like after we played the first time. I think the first time he beat me like 44 to like 12 or some shit like that. And then like after that, I think the next game I won by like I lost the next game by like 3. And then the 3 times we played after that, he struggled to score. I think I beat him like it was like 50 to like 14 one time, and then I beat him like the next time like 28 to like 7.
Yeah.
So once he got figured out, I think that kind of took his mojo away.
I mean, I hope nobody figures out how I play. I'll tell you that. It will not be fun playing with the person who knows how. I feel like I don't know anyone who really knows how to play me. I think Crips was the first person who I played against who like knew the type of plays that I ran.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't think.
Yeah. Where the hell did Crips go? Oh,
I'm back.
Yeah.
My phone died again.
Oh, weren't you charging it?
I had to unplug my phone because my headset died, and so I had to plug my headphones into my phone because I couldn't use them as Bluetooth. I just had to use them as corded, and then my phone died again. So now my headset's charging plugged into my Xbox, and my phone's charging plugged into my.
Do you not have more than one outlet in your room?
I do, but I got a whole power strip. It's just underneath, and the cord doesn't reach underneath my desk to my ear sitting in the chair. So just plug it into the USB of my Xbox since it's right next to me.
Oh. Well, yeah. I don't know. I think
this team's terrible.
It really is. Like I said, you have to like
offense is
legitimately. Yeah, you gotta and that's the thing. Those are two teams that we're gonna have to fill.
The only thing good about the Dolphins is two good things. At least they have a first-round pick and they have a quarterback.
Yeah, the quarterback's nice. The quarterback is nice.
But looking at the I realized the most broken running mold this year are one-cut back. Yeah. Because it's impossible to find a one-cut halfback with any trucking whatsoever. Like one-cut, where the max is 70 for a man-generated play. Just makes me wish for the days of Chris Allen. You remember that beast, bro? Freaking Allen, man, 16.
Yeah.
After this one cut back in the second round, where everyone's giving me crap for top of the second round, I'm like, I'm gonna take this guy. It was a one cut back, 80 speed, 92 excel, 89 trucking, 85 plus of every move coming out of the draft, and 80 something elusiveness.
I've made backs before. I've
basically into LT. Dude had 90. Dude, by year 4, the dude had 95 route running. Because he had 99 everything. Because he was my entire offense.
Man, I really only get $30K for getting MVP, best QB, Pro Bowl, and Offensive Player of the Year. I can't do much with $30K.
That makes me. You'll be even worse. Let me tell you how much I'd get for Deshaun if I won every award. It would make your $30K look like a freaking gift from God. Let's see. Milestone goals. For winning MVP, I'd get 7,500. Best QB would net me 3,500. Pro Bowl would net me almost 5,000. Same for leading the league in passer rating.
And then we have Juju over here. It's been in the league for 4 years. It's doing 24K for his first Pro Bowl.
Bro, you killed Juju. You killed Juju.
Well, yeah, you definitely
you hindered him.
You kind of neutered his development.
I did because I fucking traded for Marty B. And then I got him off the practice squad.
Bro, you were the definition of why we might have to put something in to prevent people from just poaching everybody off of practice squads.
They could have taken both of them.
But you didn't. You took those guys and did nothing with them.
I took Marcus Williams. That's me.
He did something with Marcus Williams.
You did something with Marcus Williams, but I'm talking about for Juju. You took him and did nothing. Nothing.
Year 1, he had 400 yards and 4 TDs. Yeah, he hasn't gone over 100 yards in the season yet.
The man in his career has 4 receiving touchdowns, all of which came in his rookie year.
I mean,
exactly.
He didn't even have a catch in 2020. He didn't have a catch in 2020.
Okay, but I mean, he was I used him, and then I didn't play year 2 really, and then year 3 I got Mock, and Marty B was still in there. Now I have Saunders, who's better than him, and the same age, and better run block, and better everything. Not better run block, but better everything.
I still am in disbelief that Dontre Mock has 91 run block.
I'm trying to figure out ways to make him better without upping overall. I don't have to pay him a lot when.
I was gonna say because he comes up on his contract. Is it next season or the season after that?
Next season.
Oh.
I think right now I'm upgrading juke move and then carrying. But I'm not gonna touch any catching at all.
He's got 85 carrying. That man is never gonna fumble as a receiver.
Yeah.
Although I don't know, I feel like carrying kind of doesn't matter for receivers either.
I don't know about carrying. Does carrying matter for a big hit? Because it tells you it only matters when you're trying to strip the ball.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't
like
know.
the trait.
I feel like it's the trait for a big hit. Like brace for all hits, brace for big hits, and brace for medium hits or whatever. Like all the different traits. I feel like that matters more for hit sticks.
Yeah.
Throwback to I still remember the beginning of last year because they implemented like traits actually mattering like 2 months into the year. And so for the first like 2 months of the year in MUT, Walter Payton was a god.
Oh my! Yeah,
he was a man amongst boys.
That.
And then when they implemented the patch that implemented traits, he instantly became the worst good running back in MUT because he had never braced for carry or he had never braced for hits trait, and so he would fumble like at the drop of a feather. He would fumble 5 times a game, at least. And no one used Walter Payton in anything for the rest of the year. It was honestly the most it was disappointing. I still haven't gotten a quarterback.
Okay. Right now I'm talking about trading Juju though.
You said what?
I'm talking about trading Juju away in AML.
Oh,
but I don't know if I want to do it because I'm getting David Johnson back for it. But,
wait, what?
The running back David Johnson?
Not straight up, but yeah, running back David Johnson.
I was curious.
No, good luck getting David Johnson for Juju approved straight up.
I was like, yeah, that's definitely not going through.
The only problem is, like, A, Crowell isn't bad right now. B, I take a big cap penalty. I don't take a big cap penalty, but, like...
You take a pretty solid one.
Yeah. But then it would mean Marty B could be my 4th guy. And I'm paying Marty B like $10 million a year to be a 5th guy, and that's not that good.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah, I was going to say I've offloaded like once I drafted that quick dev tight end, Greg Olsen was gone. Like
but you could afford I can't really afford to get rid of Marty B. Like I don't know why I did that contract.
I don't know why
I don't either.
See, when I get to the point where a guy wants like way more years than I'm willing to give him, because the franchise tag system is screwed up, I just franchise tag him repeatedly.
I know what happened. I originally traded Josh Gordon for Godwin, and then we had to reboot, and then he wouldn't trade me Godwin anymore. I had to go get a different fucking guy, and I don't know, maybe I'd have a 99 Godwin. We don't know.
Well, I rarely make any deals anyway.
I forgot we rebooted. Honestly, I always forget we rebooted. I
was gonna say, yeah, I don't think most people even remember the fact that we did.
I don't think most people we had were here when we rebooted.
That's true.
Well, I mean, the good thing is I think it was for the best that we kind of did. Because like if we wouldn't have that whole first thing, that first time around would have gotten out of control.
Why did we reboot again? Like I was in and out with football and everything, so I was
mad at it because I knew I couldn't get the trade back.
I was in and out with football and everything the first 2 months, so
because like it was the reason why it was too many trades. It was like crazy trades going through like. Bunch of blockbuster deals, a bunch of people
I remember that.
And it was just kind of like, yeah, we got to do better with that. It's like and I mean, it was early. It was only like week 2, so it's not like it was like deep in the season or anything.
Yeah,
it was like a crazy amount of deals that happened, and it was just, and then that was when it was just me, Corey, and Michael. So we were just. Kind of like
what happened to Michael?
Life.
I was gonna say he just got tired of the game. Like that's pretty much it.
I never forget when Michael didn't transfer ownership. We had to wait fucking entire night for the draft.
That was the worst thing ever. The draft that started at 7 and ended at 2 a.m.
That was horrible.
That was the worst experience of. That was like a top 3 worst experience of my life.
Oh yeah, that was trash. That was trash.
It was terrible.
Yeah, but we had but like we had like it was just me, Corey, and Mike, and we was just sitting there like, yeah, we probably need to get a stranglehold on this, because if we didn't, it was gonna be too many deals going on. And it started getting to the point where a lot of teams, especially like the people that like to trade, like Poop, like you, Poop, Roger, like it started looking more like Stephon, like it started looking more like fantasy teams than
Hey, I only made 2 trades. Like what? I only traded Josh Gordon in the 3rd for Godwin, and then I traded I think the 2nd for Kyle Fuller. Those were the only 2 trades I made.
I think it was Roger for the most part. If I remember correctly, Roger just made a crap ton of trades.
Yeah, Roger actually did.
Yeah, because because what Roger will do, he'll ship off a lot of like his older players,
mm-hmm.
and then he'll get picks and flip those picks for
better picks,
for better
players.
I was gonna say for better young players. Like he'll get like I think that's basically how he ended up with Godwin. That's basically how he ended up with a couple of guys on his team, and they were Artie Burns, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
But that's basically how he ended up with those guys, where it's just kind of like. So I mean, I think that's where our system is kind of like broken. Where
I don't get how you have so much fucking cap room. Like how. Get it? Like I've tried to stay on the exact same path as he has, but like I have no cap room, and he has like 50 million.
Well, I was gonna say, what he'll do, like if you look at his roster, he doesn't have any depth. So like he
loses one guy to injury, and he's just
he'll pay his like his top level guys that he really can't afford to lose, like Solomon Thomas, Godwin, Shard Robinson. Like he'll pay those guys because he can't afford to lose them. But like as far as like his depth is concerned, he has none. So like,
his depth is terrible.
so that's where all his money comes from, because he doesn't keep any players around. Then on top of that, a lot of times he'll like once a player gets to a point where they're about to come up for contract, he'll try to move them, and then he'll just bring in somebody else. So that's how
why
he ends up.
Is always bad too.
Yeah, that's why he ends up with so much cap room, because he's constantly moving players out.
I mean, and when you think about it, it's not a bad strategy. It just kind of ruins the whole logic of.
Yeah.
I want cap room, man.
I still love that. Like I've never been. I don't think I've ever dipped below 35 in this league.
Well,
but I've worked contracts really well too.
I was gonna say, for me. Honestly, I think I only got like 9. I think I counted one day. I think I only got like 9 original Carolina Panthers left on this team. But
I don't think I even have 9.
I have a lot, I think.
But like, I think for me, what my biggest thing was as we were after season 1, I cut bait on a lot of those big, really bad contracts, like the Matt Khalil contract. Got rid of that. Ryan Khalil didn't retire, so I released him too. Like, of course, like Addison, all of the players that had the big money that they really weren't going to work for me. I let all of them go. So then I took the fact that I wasn't going to have cap to like be a player in free agency that season, because I had so much cap penalty, and then I just kind of then after that. The next season, I think I had like 60 mil. And then the season after that, I think I had like 60, 70 mil. And this season, even after signing Evans, McIntosh, and Kuechly, I think I still have like 70 mil left for next year to spend.
1.5 million.
For a second, I sat there. I was like, 1.5 million is a lot. And then I realized you were talking about cap penalty, and I was like, oh, wait. Never mind.
Cap room, yeah, that is unfortunate,
bad.
sir.
No.
Well, for
See, what
this
I've always...
season, I'm good because Ziegler's gone. I'm not bringing back any other people. Really, I brought back who I wanted. Then next year, I'm really good because a lot of fucking horrible contracts are gone. I'm getting rid of Betonio, Crowell, Calhoun, Cohen, Jokel, Drango. Kendricks is a big fucking contract for me. I don't know why I brought him back.
No, the person that I'm worried about is Vicious because his cap is about to be trash with how many people he got assigned.
He only
all
has,
his
no, he's pretty good. He has 30 mil free in cap this year.
Oh, because
I was gonna say a lot of people.
I was gonna say yeah, because I know at one point he had a lot of guys that he had to keep that he had to re-sign, and it was just kind of like
next year, AJ Green, Tyler Eifert, Crowder are all off, and that's like 30 mil right there.
Yeah,
and he doesn't really need to bring anyone. I don't know. He has to bring back Kearney and Aikman, but
yeah,
that's not bad.
No, honestly, my strategy when it comes to cap has always kind of been, I'll go into it, and going into the first year, anyone I can like free cap room up cutting that I either isn't gonna start for me the first year or I don't feel like I would take just a huge drop off from playing someone younger, then I'll cut them. I'll just cut them outright, like as soon as I get the team, and I'll kind of take that penalty over 2 years. But I mean, most of the time, I don't do it if I'm not gonna get money out of it, anyways. Like I'm not gonna cut someone who, I'm gonna lose cap space by cutting them. And then most of the time, those bigger contracts, I'll just kind of ride them out for a year or two and have them just be depth until. And then, so I never really, I'm not big in, I never really take negative cap penalties, but I just kind of manage the guys I have, so I'm not just digging myself like a deep hole either.
Well, I know for me, my biggest thing is I really don't make moves to the off season because I'd rather just have it for that one season as opposed to two, especially when you got people like some of the Panthers contracts like Matt Khalil. I think to cut him, one, I would go negative in the cap from his salary, and then on top of that, I would have like a $10-12 million cap penalty.
Yeah, I don't cut like guys like that. I just don't cut those guys. Period.
Well, no, I'll cut them in the offseason. I have no problem.
I might in the offseason, but
as soon as it got to the re-sign period, Matt Khalil was gone. He was the first person out the door. I was like, no, you're not getting it.
Yeah, the biggest ones for me are always O-linemen, because O-lineman contracts are, what they are. The one thing that they're probably behind quarterbacks are probably the most accurate contracts in Madden. Honestly, you could argue they're more accurate, but
if you know the way they pay per position, you can work around it.
Oh yeah, no, I've always kind of been able to work around paying, and I got lucky because I got lucky last year when I re-signed Smoot was when I switched to a 4-3 for a year, and he played defensive tackle, and he moved to like a 75 overall.
Oh yeah, I remember that because I fucking Brantley and Ogunjobi when they were at DT, they asked for like 13 maybe over like 3, and I moved them to D end and they asked for like 5 over 2.
Corey.
But like I keep fucking Larry at right end because I don't really want to move him back.
Well, my defensive line, first of all, I think both my DTs were originally like 4-3 run stoppers. I just moved over. And then I had drafted Armor, which that was in that draft where I had didn't have a pick to the 4th round, but I made the most.
You had a good draft that draft.
Bruh, I was
Cockrell in that.
Yeah, I was like, I hit on every pick in that draft. I was like, goodness.
That was something.
That was a good draft.
That was my dreams of what last year could have been for me and just wasn't.
Well, drafting that tight end that I got in the that man he's a beast. He's a beast. And then I have the other guy. Then I have the other guy, Cortez, who's also quick there because he got what's called from last year. He got Pro Bowl from last year. So like we have what the hell? So yeah, he has. Can y'all hear me?
Oh, you're going robot. You're going full robot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gone.
Y'all hear me?
He's dead.
Dead.
We got a voice. We got a voice. A voice and a face of Corey.
Yeah.
Finally arrived after. I don't know if are we still podcasting? That's the real question.
Are we? No, we are because Mike has been in the chat. He's been talking to us in the chat.
Oh, has he? Mike, what team is he?
Colts.
Colts. Oh, Dicey. Okay.
Yeah.
Call him by his real name.
Okay. I want to go over Corey. Why would you move Rose to fullback? I want to go over your thought when you move him to fullback.
I have a couple plays that I like that I focus in on the fullback, and it lets me keep Kelsey on the field. So, I don't know. Just trying something different, get a receiving fullback there, because Drew's got really good route running, but he's not the fastest. And then on 2 tight end sets, I'll still play Rose at tight end 2.
Yeah, honestly, I for like 2 years, I keep forgetting to change my fullback's number to the 40s because I like to play him in as like a run blocking tight end in like run sets. But because he wears number 39, it's really obvious when I substitute him into the game.
Ooh, I should do that for my. I picked up a tight end or fullback free agency, moved them to tight end because you have like 80 route running and 80 spec catch. I'm like, okay.
As a fullback?
80 route running, 80 catching traffic as a fullback. He was on like a random team and like they just upped it.
What was his speed?
75. But like I'll just put him in on goal line, put him in on short.
Oh, Chris Pratt's making an appearance. Oh, he's gone.
Ooh.
Oh my days. Bro, this Dante Culpepper with this 99 throw power. Oh my days. You can sling that.
I don't know if the DJ trade will go through. We're trying to talk right now. We're trying to get some stuff going on. But he wants a first rounder. And I don't know if I'm willing to give up.
I couldn't imagine you doing that just because you're always so stingy in trades. That's the one thing you're notorious for, like with everybody.
Trade raping? Yeah, I know.
Well, just you're very stingy in trades. You really don't like budging. Once you have kind of an idea of what you want for someone, you're not really gonna
fucking back out of the trade too.
Oh yeah.
God. Fucking Roger did that year 1. Ooh. I didn't like that.
Tried adding.
Where did LJ
back in? LJ.
Corey? What about LJ?
Yeah, I tried adding LJ back.
LJ died.
Yeah, he tried getting back in.
Like, the thing is, I feel like the trade that I might have, like, right here, I'll probably do, because I feel like it's a pretty even trade, but I don't know if he'll
What trade is that?
If we do the trade, you'll find it on the trade sheet. It's questionable, though, but it would involve Juju being moved.
It would involve Juju, and it would involve
Leaving.
David Johnson.
Yeah, that's what you'll get. Juju and David Johnson. Oh, wait. Hold up.
I haven't looked in forever.
Honestly, while I got you on the call, I'm honestly consider quitting this out real quick so I can pull up the that project I got and kind of run through and just let you know what I got with it right now. Get your thoughts on it.
Damn, he's using my fucking your logic. It's like, oh, you're really good. You're gonna have a late pick. Man, you don't know that. I mean, fucking blues out in the first round.
Did you say you're using my logic?
Like, yeah, fucking you guys use that logic against me all the time. Like, oh, you were gonna have a late pick. No.
I mean, I don't. When I say anything like a late pick, I mean I'm really only assuming a like a playoff pick. I mean, you can't really assume anything past that. But
21.
Wait, how many picks can you have? You can have 12 or 11 in one.
I think it's 12. I think. I know I had to trade away a 7th round pick one year because I was over the limit.
I didn't have to do that year one because I had 13 to begin with, so that was the only thing.
Yeah, I didn't.
13.
I'm assuming they made an exception for that since that was kind of coming in.
Yeah.
I can't really remember because I wasn't really around much year one.
I mean, like, I didn't even do anything with those picks anyways because I did well, Emmons did well, and, like, what am I going to do? I don't know. I think I actually traded one of them for Trey White. It actually did work out. I traded one of them in the second round for Trey White.
Oh yeah, that was when you got Tre'Davious at the end of year one, back when corners didn't actually matter.
Yeah.
That was honestly I would say that was one of the top 5 smartest trades of this like Madden 18 cycle.
Mainly because I just didn't like anyone in the draft currently, so I'm like, might as well get Trey White, quick dev, 80 and both. I'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's 20 something pick in the 20s, and I was just like, there's not even a good corner like that in the top 10. Why would you give up that corner for a pick in the 20s?
Corey, I'm assuming you've seen the man-child at corner.
I want to trade up for him.
Yeah.
If I can get him, I might move Jabril back to free safety.
I would.
The 6'4" guy.
The 6'4" guy that I can tell you right now is going to run 4.3.
Yeah.
That prototype.
I think he's run support. Maybe he's run support or man to man.
He's proto. I just looked at him.
Oh, is he? Is he? He's proto. Oh, that's disappointing.
Oh well, guys are gonna check out the trade that is going up right now.
Oh no, Cam Jordan. Oh.
What?
No. Cam Jordan deflected a pass at the line of scrimmage that the guy scripted through right to my user.
Oh, you're playing a game right now.
Yeah. After I finish it up, I was gonna pull up the chart of everything that I got. I'm a chunk into the defense. I got the offense done. I made it all the way to backup center before I had to find someone in the red because there was nobody. Every freaking O lineman has the largest contract on earth. And even then, I think I only have 7 O linemen on the roster because I just didn't want to pay anyone else. Thanks.
Holy fuck. That is a... Damn, I didn't realize it was that high overall.
What?
Okay, put it up. I Put it up if you want to vote. Vote.
What's David Johnson's overall?
97, but like.
Oh my days.
He has 90.
Is,
he has 90 speed, but he only has 89 acceleration.
Oh yeah, because he's what 29 now. Or is he 30?
29. Can you invite Grid after you're done with your game?
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
Unless Corey wants to do it real quick.
What's that?
Can you invite Grid, or are you not on right now?
New Patriots. No, he's on.
Oh yeah, because you checked the corners stats like a minute ago.
I'll give you the gamer. I'll just put the gamer tag in the chat.
Yeah.
Pook, I feel like you should apologize in advance for what you're about to do to the. I feel like you need to apologize to Sploosh now for what you're about to do to his reign of the division.
I mean, he's accepted it by now. I think he knew when I beat him that.
I said Sploosh.
Yeah, Fisher. For division?
Yeah.
Not division.
Well, Grid.
Grid?
I said I think you need to apologize to him what you're doing to his reign on the division by inviting Grid.